Hi there, it's Paul T again. Today we're shooting on the G7 with the 14mm lens, and I am surrounded by all kind of different lights, so I'll see how this looks afterwards. It's one of the tests I'm running today. I've got a soft box over there, I've got a diffuser over here, and I've got a light ring down here. So let's see how this all goes, but today I am going to talk about my latest purchase, something I was a bit skeptical about because I love photography. I've only been doing this for 2 or 3 years. I started like most of us on my mobile phone nowadays, and on mobile phones I have seen people fiddling around with lenses, and therefore I thought, okay, is this real, is this not real? Let's just buy a simple lens kit for a mobile phone and let's see what we're actually doing. So I bought this here. This is the Blackeye lens kit. It's got a wide angle zoom and it's got a macro lens. So it's got two lenses. You don't pay more than this for 25-30 bucks or euros, so it's not that much. It comes with a no, not with a washing pin. It is a clip where you can actually mount these things on, and there's two lenses. The first one is the wide angle, as you can see here. It is relatively big. It's also quite heavy. Not like superbly, but it's quite heavy and it is pretty good. Now the macro lens here, I call it the micro lens, is the second one. So you mount it on here, and I was very excited about it because I mounted it on my Huawei phone where I did an earlier vlog on. So I was quite excited to do so. Here is the phone. It's a great phone. It's fantastic for photography. If you look at the part here, I quickly ran into one of the key challenges here. There's 3 cameras. After some fiddling, I found out that yes, it has to be the middle camera you put things on. But these phones come with fantastic wide angle ability and fantastic macro ability. So I tested it a bit, and really the inbuilt macro and the inbuilt wide angle are superb. So immediately chunk it away, useless. But thank God I have loads of older phones, not older than a year, and this is the Samsung S8. And I was looking for a phone with a single sensor or single frame camera, just with one on them. So I really took this phone and really started to play with it, and I'd like to do some sharing with you. As you can see here, I'll mount it on here and then we'll actually see the difference. So you can really see it here. Oh, let me see if I've done this correctly. Yes, I have. So if I now turn it around, haha, guess who you see? It's me. Yeah, so you can really see it. This actually has quite a good way of viewing. I was quite impressed with the actual lens itself. It gives you a nice wide angle. It does give a bit of distortion on the edges, but that's what you can expect when you do kind of a portrait with a wide angle lens. But it does work. The picture quality is pretty decent. Let's just see if I can do this here. So you can see, up. Here we go, and then we do like this. And here you see, ooh. Let's do this again. Here you see it. It's not the best picture. It's kind of blurred everything, but that's probably because I shook the camera a bit. So from that perspective, it really worked. So I am pretty impressed with this simple lens. Yeah, the technology is extremely simple, but it does work. So now we're going to mount on the micro lens, which was actually the one lens I am very, very curious about how this would actually perform. Let's put it on here. As you can see, the image is completely blurred now. You see me blurry and up close. And thank God for you, I have my favorite testing subject here, which is Biff Biffington III. Yes, it's good old Biff. If we put him in front of the camera, here he is. And we're slowly, I'll put it a bit up front here, so the difference, I think it's about 1 meter. Let's bring him up close and see what it does. And it's almost on the camera now, and you can really see a good close-up. So that is something that I really like. Now let's see if I can take a picture. Now, and let's see what the actual result is. And you see, that is pretty impressive. At least what I see here, I was pretty impressed with. So that said to me was like, okay, if you have a flagship phone, which is going to cost you somewhere between, depending on which brand, 600 maybe for the Plus phone to up to 1200 for the latest Samsungs, Apples and the Google phones, yeah, this might be the lenses you don't need because all those phones have the functionality built in. If you, however, have a single sensor phone or one camera outlet, then this is definitely an option. I was quite surprised by it. I am surprised by it. I haven't tested it enough, but my first impression is if you're on some of the models which still have one, let's say, high-end camera, that's okay. You can really buy it. So with that said as well, I was pretty happy about it. Now as for the lighting, it's quite funny. As you can see, I'm changing it now a bit. On the LX here is a little orange light, so if you put it into your face, this is more for portrait photography. I just put it down here to see how it all went. So with that